slows up into a gentle climb.
Airbus Spies. This proves it. Of course, the Airbus on the runway. This proves it. Day 6, overload. Hey guys.
Okay, good engine start. T's and P's are all in the green. We're good to go.
Honolulu, here we come.
Maui ground, good morning. Kahalui Express 181 at Kahalui Air, ready to taxi for a departure to the west VFR to Honolulu.
Kahalui Express 181, good morning. Taxi to holding point for runway 05 via Foxtrot.
Holding point for 05 via Foxtrot.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Delta Games Flight Sim World. So day 5 for us today. Make sure everything is set as it should be. I don't see anything that seems out of the ordinary, and I'm not sure where the pitot heat is for this aeroplane, as it's not one that I do fly very often. At least not in this situation. Nope, sorry I can't find the pitot heat, so we're going to have to go without that for today. Oh wait, prop heats, there it is. Right, so I need pitot heats, and prop de-ice. Perfect, and all pressure goes up with the throttle. So, yeah, hey guys, and welcome back to Dovetail Games Flight Sim World. Let's taxi down to runway, and we are now in the Piper Mirage today. The posh airplane this company gives us. Bear in mind, the last couple of weeks has been a complete disaster for our flying skills. Emergency landings, maydays.
Taxi behind company Seneca, taxiing from right to left in front.
Taxi behind the company Seneca, Kahalui Express 181.
Right, so we hold here and wait for a aircraft to just cross paths with us. There it is, you're in the Seneca. Let's hope it's the one we had an engine failure in last week. Look at me, wishing death upon someone. I'm a terrible person, but like either way, last week's flight, absolutely crazy. And fingers crossed this week should be a lot better, because like we're in the posh aircraft, we're in the nice one, the Mirage, this company. So you are, let's go past November, ooh, I can't really read that. November 8-3 Kilo Alpha. On November 9-5 Kilo Alpha. As you have cross paths with us. I have set the flaps. So let's now go to the runway.
Express 41, contact tower 118.7. Safe flight.
Tower on 118.7, Kahalui Express 41.
There we go, nicely done. Now just taxi to the end of this bit here, behind the Seneca, and then we'll be cleared for departure.
Monitor tower 118.7.
Aircraft planning to land as well. There he is.
Tower 118.7, thank you, Kahalui Express 181.
And that'll do. Not perfectly on the taxiway line here, but it's not going to cause any issues for us. So we are number 3 to use the runway. Got that one down there who's just landed. And yeah, company aircraft in front of us. Now own Seneca, sorry, Malibu, Mirage, whatever it is. We have this week. I can also hear a, hang on. Yeah, it's definitely a jet aircraft in the airport as well somewhere.
Air Hawaii 9 has vacated runway 05 at Alpha.
One we can't really see though.
Air Hawaii 9, welcome to Maui. Contact ground 121.9. Break, Kahalui Express 41. Wind calm, runway 05, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 05, express 41.
Ground 121.9, Air Hawaii 9.
Right, so we'll line up for departure ourselves. Just right here. At holding points. It's a bit forward actually. Perfect, that'll do. So we'll wait for him to depart, then we'll get our clearance in the tower to position and hold for taking off. And there he goes.
Kahalui Express 181, wind calm, runway 05, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 05, Kahalui Express 181.
Let's do this. Strobes on, landing lights on, nav lights on.
Right then, let's taxi to the runway and get ready to depart. I'm going to assume that they're turned on because she read them on as if it was a checklist. So yep, start the runway, get on, off the threshold onto the main part of the runway. And let's get ourselves ready to depart. So yeah, spot the engines once we're stabilised. There we go, nice and centre. Spot the engine. And off we go.
We're heavy, but still, we're not picking up speed as quickly as I'd like. Can we get her off the ground?
Yeah, that should be fine. I'll just use a bit more of the runway then. We'll use the whole runway if need be. But it doesn't look that bad. Just rotate. Ooh, a little bit heavy. Ooh, yeah, a little bit heavy. Give you that one. Sounds like an aircraft to our left, but I don't see any. Anyway, it's positive climb gear up. Right, we'll give it to where there is a little bit of weight on it. And flaps can now come up. Just trim for climb. And the moment's do a left turn. There we go, gets us on course. Right then, off to Honolulu. Yeah, should be alright, so let's go. So I'm going to auto on auto.
I'm really struggling to get any kind of proper climb. Are we overweight? Something on that loading manifest must have been much heavier than it claimed. We'll have to land. It's too dangerous to continue.
Oh right, okay.
Keep the bank angle to a minimum as you go around the circuit.
I should have checked the manifest. It's my fault. I'm in command.
Look, we'll say we have a suspected engine problem. Probably a faulty sensor. After the week you've had, they'll believe you were just a little jumpy.
Oh, it's now going to lie to air traffic control, just gets us down.
Kahalui Express 181. We have a possible faulty reading and would like to return to land and check things over on the ground.
Kahalui Express 181, there's not a lot I can do for you just now. I have a couple of aircraft inbound to land, as well as an Airbus inbound to land runway 02. If you hold over Kahalui Harbour at 1,500 feet, I'll get you in when I can.
Roger, that works for us. We'll hold over the harbor for now, 181.
Well, that's not ideal. We'll just have to go along with it, though. We can't exactly go declaring an emergency.
Sure you can. So I've been dealing with those week in, week out now. So yeah, the one we get the proper nice little aircrafts, the Mirage, we're not allowed to fly it because it's too heavy. Because someone didn't check the things. I mean, it feels a little heavy, I'll give it that, but it's not terrible just yet. Oh well, cycle over the harbour. Without crossing across the runways, and we should be alright. It's 1,500 feet, so we're a little high now. Lower the throttle a tiny bit and keeps at this altitude, we will be fine. And then just at this point it's a waiting game to see when they can slot us into land. And the airport seems pretty empty when we departed. Even looking at it now, there aren't any aircraft actually on the ground, so it's all inbound. Yep, the terminal is completely empty.
Tower, Diamond November 42 Delta Alpha, 4 mile 5
November 42 Delta Alpha, wind calm, runway 05, clear to land.
We need to be careful whilst overloaded.
They hollow the harbour until advised. Avoid drifting south of the harbour due risk encroaching on the final approach path for 5. Yes, that's fine. If we just circle around here. Decent altitudes. Enough for us to stay away from other traffic, so I may even drift a little bit further north just to avoid any issues. At least we get to look at the cruise ships down below, despite it not being the right place for us to really want to see them.
Try to bring the aircraft back over the harbor. Airspace is busy today.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll literally just continue to circle at this point. Let's go too far into banking, as you know the aircraft is overweight and will topple over if we do mess this up. But hey, it's at least not as bad as like an engine failure or fuel leak as it was last week, and then short runways we could barely land at.
Air France 76, wind calm, runway 02, clear to land. Air Hawaii 50, wind calm,
That,
runway
yeah, France is
05,
coming in.
clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 02, Air
See, trying to
France
spot him in the
76.
air. So I don't think we've got the traffic option. No, we don't. So yeah, see if we can try and spot the Air France A320 when he comes into land. But of course it'll be the A320 that keeps us in the air. It's going to be the Airbus Spies again, isn't it? For those who watched my FS Passenger series and FSX every Wednesday, a few weeks ago I had an issue with my landing gear when flying towards Equilux. I blamed the Airbus Spies. Of course, an Airbus is holding us in the air this time. Once again, it's the Airbus Spies. They're real, and I can prove them. Anyways, let's just carry on this flight path, shall we? So let's try and get back over the airfield. So a little bit of a tighter turn, just so I can keep us going. Oh, we'll zoom on the GPS as well, so I can watch this area, so don't cross any of the runways. Bit of a tighter bank than I would have liked, but required for that, yeah, very necessary.
Kahalui Express 181, thanks for your patience. Join left base runway 05.
Join left base runway 05, Kahalui Express 181.
Right, which one's 05? In fact, I'll make my life easier. It is going to be... Right, the one that's parallel to us now, so... Shorter runway. It's not really short, hang on. Whoops.
Air France 76, vacated via Alpha.
Air France 76,
Did it
taxi
land?
Alpha, hold short, runway 05, contact ground 12.
Still don't see it.
Continue on Alpha.
Whatever.
Short runway
We'll
05,
wait for
over to ground
moving map to load.
1.9, Air France 76.
And I can see which one is runway 5. Yeah, it's fine. Just glitching out.
Contact ground 121.9, goodbye.
Contact ground 121.9, Air Hawaii 50.
There we go. Right, so runway 5 is...
Kahalui
Yeah,
Express
short one.
181, wind is calm, runway 05, clear to land.
Clear to land 05, Kahalui Express 181.
Just 4 flaps in gear. Turn the aircraft one more time just to get us back onto the right heading. Can't zoom out, it's not in. So yeah, fly inbound a little bit more and then come back in on runway 5. Otherwise, another fun, interesting mission, isn't it? Because we do have to always suffer. Come on, let's get the aircraft down then. Come on, plane, you can do it. Be nice and heavy, so slowing and stopping shouldn't be too bad. Maybe a heavy landing because of a heavy airplane, as per usual. These missions, not repetitive, but come on, can we not have a proper flight one day? Whether it be really bad storms, fuel leaks, pitch black at nights diversions when a passenger's feeling sick. Every week. Every day, sorry, even, because this is day 5. I've been at the company less than a week, and I've already got probably the most seniority when it comes to emergencies and stuff like this. Anyways, use this low speed moment now to get our aircraft as low as possible for an approach for runway 5. Oh yes, and I like how now there's no other aircraft in the area. We are the last one that he has to deal with today. There we go, a little bit high and a little bit wide, but I'll adjust for that now. There we go. Increase throttle. Sense the aircraft. Let's bring it in.
Kahalui Express 181. Go around.
Ah,
I
come
repeat,
on.
go around. Traffic on the runway.
We see him. Going around Kahalui Express 181. Okay. Full power and pitch the nose up into a gentle climb.
Airbus Spies! This proves it! Of course, the Airbus on the runway. This proves it. Thank you, Air France.
Kahalui Express 181.
Whoops.
Report downwind, runway 05.
Report downwind 05, Kahalui Express 181.
Yeah, the aircraft is now slightly heavy, so it's going to be an interesting go around to try and climb out of.
That was not great. The liner just pulled out onto the runway.
I know. I wasn't sure we even had the power to climb away at this weight. These things always happen in the worst possible scenario. I don't have the nerves for this.
Day 7, he quits. Come on, go around, let's do this again. But of course, come on, second attempt landing the Airbus will be on the runway, because Airbus Spies exist. Airbus Spies exist. God, I'm going to go crazy out of this now. I'm going to create the entire I'm now going to create the entire conspiracy of this. If I can get Fabrice Berger, Airbus CEO, to speak out as well, because this is going crazy. Anyways, let's just go around and come into land before I probably do get assassinated by someone.
Kahalui Express 181, downwind runway 05.
Kahalui Express 181. Thank you. Wind calm, runway 05. Clear to land.
Clear to land runway 05, Kahalui Express 181.
So if we fly outwards just a little bit more, then bring the aircraft back into land. So we'll load up the throttle a tiny bit, stop climbing, flaps and gear out now. Just a little bit more towards the mountains before I do my turnaround for the runway. Oh yes, and just to let you know, when it comes to Airbus Spies and all that stuff, it's also linked to this island and Kubush very closely. 3 things that for most people would not matter, but there are so many coincidences with this DLC, I can't believe it. I love it, I genuinely love it. So let's get ourselves back on the runway, back into land. before our second go around because another Airbus that didn't even contact its tower and came into lands cuts us off. Alright then, control throttle again. Trim is set for landing. Let's bring this thing in now. Idle throttle just so I can lower as much speed as I can when I do come into land. I'll then increase it so I can properly what's it? Let's get the aircraft down. That'll do. That'll do.
Kahalui Express 181, vacate on the right when able.
Wilco. Kahalui Express 181. Kahalui Express 181, vacated via Alpha.
181, contact ground 121.9.
Back to ground 121.9. Thanks for your help. Kahalui Express 181.
You taxi, I'll contact ground.
Good.
Ground, Kahalui Express 181.
Because she needs to come back with her lies. Her lies to
Kahalui
crew.
Express 181. Back so soon. Taxi via Foxtrot to Kahalui Air.
I'm afraid so. Taxi to parking Kahalui Express 181. Thanks.
Where is that Airbus scum? There he is at gates. Probably doesn't even know what happens. Tower probably told him over radio and he just switched it off before you could reply or anything. Man, look at me go. This conspiracy is real. This conspiracy is real. Anyways, let's increase the flaps. And this taxi's parking. So let's round the back. So it's this taxiway here. And there we go. Round the back we go. One last look at the scum. Never flown Air France actually. I'm not sure what they're like as an airline. Golf Test. It's a British licensed Air France. Whoops, let's get back onto the taxiway. But yeah, Golf Test. Golf Tango Echo Sierra Tango. I'm losing my mind. I'm actually losing my mind. Taxi in a straight line, please. There we go. Anyways, just get ourselves to parking. Either way, that was a fun little flight. That's depart, go in circles, and then just come into land exactly where I left off. Literally exactly where I left off. The initial parking, and let's see what we'll have to do when it comes to reporting the aircraft being overweight and not a technical fault as I said it was when lying to ground crew. won't go the entire way because of what happened last time in the
Okay,
mission.
well that didn't exactly go to plan.
That'll
But at least
do.
we're back down. Let's figure out what the problem is and rectify it. Keep our story straight.
Right, let's go. Look at these crates. Lie to our manager. And there you go. No limits. Make a safe landing. Following a PAX run to Honolulu. I'm not going to say anything else anymore. I think I've said what I had to this episode. I'm going to probably get stabbed or something later, but hey. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Do subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.